What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the best Virginian, and today we're going to be reviewing Mr. B Mothman Mysterious Spice Blend potato chips, proudly made in West Virginia since 1951. They are manufactured in Parkersburg, West Virginia. We're going to be trying these bad boys out and talking a little bit about the history of the Mothman. And if you like learning about all things West Virginia paranormal and history related, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's pretty much all that we do around here. Before we get started, we're going to grade these chips in 5 categories. It's going to be chip to bag ratio, how many chips are in the bag, or is it just a bag of air? Uniformity, I like my chips to be a little bit weird. I know I'm going to have a good time if I get a chip that's like a weird shape and it still has a little bit of potato skin on it. That's going to give it an A. I hate Pringles. I think that they're authoritarian 1984 potato chips. I will not answer any further questions. Flavor. How do they taste? Mouthfeel. Yeah, if you're going to be eating a bunch of chips, if you're going to have a bunch of stuff in your mouth, it should feel good having it in your mouth. So, how good do they taste once you've had, 5 or 6 different chips? And last of all, overall snackability. Could I sit down and eat an entire bag? More importantly, when it comes to flavored chips, am I more likely to grab a bag of flavored chips or just the originals? Because I'm a huge fan of the Mr. B original potato chips. Alright, so let's start right out of the gate. Let's open up the bag. That smells pretty good. So if you know nothing about the Mothman, the first reports of the Mothman came in Wednesday, November 16th, 1966 in an edition of the Point Pleasant Register with an article titled, "Couple See Man-Sized Bird Creature Something." This was the first story that was broke, and it was about the original sighting of the creature at the TNT area, also known as the McClintock Wildlife Management Area, by Steve Millett and Roger Scarsberries and their wives. You can see you get about a little bit over a third of a bag of chips for the overall size of the bag. I'll go ahead and give it a, let's say, 4 out of 5 for that. Good B. Obviously, it's better than Lay's. I would definitely like to see a few more chips in there, but a solid B rating overall. So the couple reported that a creature that was between 6 and 7 feet tall with about a 10-foot wingspan, it was gray and had bright red eyes, chased their vehicle, and it was able to keep up with their vehicle as they sped back towards Point Pleasant, at some point reaching 100 miles per hour. One of my favorite things that is said during this initial report that it was an agile flyer, but it was a very clumsy runner, whatever this creature was. After this creature chased their vehicle, as they approached downtown Point Pleasant, the creature just like skittered off clumsily into a field, and this would kick off a period where especially young people would go out and go monster hunting. They went into the woods around Point Pleasant and Mason County, especially the McClintock Wildlife Management Area, looking for whatever this creature was. Alright, so now we are going to look at the ununiformity. Again, I love weird shaped potato chips. These are ruffle cut chips. So, obviously they're all different shapes. They're all weird, different duders. They're actually super red. See right there? See that little burnt piece of skin place? I love that. I'm definitely going to give them an A+. Very good job. Very ununiform. Very fun. A+ for me on that one. All right, next up we have the flavor. This is a mysterious spice blend style. I don't know what Mothman tastes like. I don't know if this tastes like authentic Mothman, but let's give it a taste. Let's see how they go. little bit barbecue. A little bit of barbecue. I expected it to be a little smokier. Let's try a few more. Like a sweet, tangy barbecue. That's okay. When I first read that they were making a Mothman flavored chip, I thought they'd be, the bright red eyes and, the dark mysteriousness around the Mothman. I thought they'd be more of like maybe a spicy, super smoky barbecue, but this ain't bad. The aftertaste is good. The aftertaste, very sweet, very barbecuey. Those are good. Flavor, I'm gonna give it a solid A. For flavor, I'm giving it a solid A. Those are some good chips. By Tuesday, November 17th, 1966, hundreds of people had started flocking to the TNT area. It was bumper to bumper, people trying to drive through to see this Mothman flying creature. I don't think it was known as the Mothman yet. I think that nickname would come much, much later. Because this was a time period before Netflix. What else are you gonna do on a Wednesday night when there's nothing to do in Mason County, West Virginia? You're gonna go out and you're gonna look for the flying creature that supposedly chased a car. And sightings and reports would come in for pretty much the entire next year, up until about December 1967. That's when the Silver Bridge collapsed in Point Pleasant. So overall mouthfeel, if you're gonna have something in your mouth, you should enjoy having it in there. So I definitely rate mouthfeel for like how many can I eat in a row without realizing how many I've eaten. These are good. These are definitely good chips. There's a good aftertaste. They're not super aggressive. I do enjoy me some Hers Old Bay chips are really good. Salt and vinegar chips. I like my chips to be aggressive. I like there to be a little bit of an attack on there. I like it. I like it when my snacks attack me and bite a little bit. But these are definitely good. Not super aggressive. Actually, they're quite mild. But they are good. I could see myself eating an entire bag. I'm going to struggle to keep these around more than a couple of days. So overall mouthfeel, I would give them B+. So today, the Mothman is seen as a cryptid that kind of encapsulates everything that's wild, wonderful, and weird about West Virginia. In Point Pleasant, they have a museum dedicated to the Mothman. They have a statue of the Mothman. You've probably seen it. You've probably seen pictures of me. Pictures of me with the statue that I've taken of the statue, both in front of and behind. The Mothman's butt has quite the reputation. There's also a Mothman festival, and it's harder and harder to go to any type of paranormal or comic book or video game convention without seeing some type of Mothman depictions there. Mothman has really exploded in popularity in the last 10, 15 years, and it's great seeing that popularity turn into making Point Pleasant a tourism destination here in the Mountain State, bringing money into Point Pleasant. It's always good to see. So overall, snackability. Would I grab a bag of these over the original Mr. B potato chips? That's a tough one, because I do definitely like a ruffle cut chip. I do like a ruffle cut chip, and the flavor of them, very good. I don't know if I would or not. I'm trying to think what I would pair this with. If I was gonna sit down, I was gonna eat something, what would these pair good with? Summer's coming. Summer's right around the corner. If I was at a cookout, and I had 2, 3, 6 hot dogs, I might, if there were no baked beans, I might grab these over the original. With that being said, They're pretty good. I'm going to give them... I probably wouldn't grab them over the original, so I'm going to give them a B. You know, I'll give them a solid B. So what were the grades? We had B minus, A, B plus, B. So solid B. Solid, you know, solid 90, 91 out of 100. Definitely passable. Definitely good chips. I've really been impressed by some of the flavors that Mr. B has put out in the past year. Definitely keep up the good work. Again, these are available pretty much anywhere Mr. B chips are available. Proudly made in West Virginia since 1951. So definitely, definitely check them out. They're definitely worth trying. Again, I'm not sure if I would grab them if these and the originals were an option, but definitely check them out if you're interested, or if you just want the bag. If you collect Mothman stuff and you just want the bag, definitely go grab yourself a bag of these. But until next time, don't forget to stay wild, stay wonderful. I hope to start bringing y'all some more long-form content soon. Thank you for sticking around this long. Let me know what your thoughts on Mothman flavored chips are, and what other cryptid flavored snacks would you like to see? Maybe a nice lime chili Flatwoods Monster flavored chip? Let me know down in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to stay wild, stay wonderful, and I'll talk to you later.